morning, ladies and gentlemen. We will now rise as we take the procession.
pledge. Still standing, we would like to take the opening hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness. You may now take your seats. I would like to invite Adeoluwa Amosu for the opening prayer.
we bow our heads for prayer? O Lord of truth, whom to know is everlasting life, and to serve is perfect freedom, grant that we may be drawn near to you in our thoughts, words, and deeds. Inspire us with the love of your laws, so that we dedicated labor, we may pursue knowledge as a blessing that comes from you. Whether it be our duty to teach or to present in our many duties, inspire us with reverence for the beauty and wonder of the universe. Fill us with an attitude of justice, gentleness, and mutual goodwill. Thus, by your grace, may we wisely take advantage of the opportunities afforded us in this our school to prepare our bodies, our minds, and our spirits to promote the good of man and the glory of God. We pray in the name of our Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Ade. Next, I'll be calling on Uche Chukwu Bemulu to take the Bible reading.
The Bible reading is taken from Luke chapter 22, verses 24 to 27. And it says, "For ye shall not be so, but he that is greatest among you. Let him be as the younger, and he, for whether is greater, he that sitteth at meat, or he that serveth? Is not he that sitteth at meat? But I am among you as he that serveth." This is the word of the Lord.
Thank you, Uche. I would now like to welcome the head of secondary, Mr. Simon Henry, for his welcome address.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Board of Governors, Governing Council, Head of School, honoured parents who've been able to make it both here in the gazebo and online, colleagues, teachers, people with other responsibility, and students, welcome one and all. It is an immense privilege to stand as a leader, serving each one of you, to introduce our new set of Year 10 leaders for Grange School. In this audience today, we have some of our outgoing Year 11 leaders, and they have done a fabulous job. Many of you recently went to a South African trip, or went on it rather, and during that time, you did some leadership training. You started thinking about the roles that you would be taking on. And you're beginning to see that in addition to it being a privilege, it is also a responsibility, something that we as senior or middle leaders already know. Leadership is about doing the right thing, even when it is hard to do so. It's about doing the right thing, even when mistakes are made. It's about doing the right thing, holding up your hand and apologizing when necessary, but continuing, striving to do the right thing. We try to set a good example, to be good role models. That means arriving on time or early. That means dressing smartly. That means walking on the right. That means arriving in lessons early or on time. That means passing all of those messages on to other members of the school community, especially younger students. You'll remember being younger students here at Grange and previously at other schools. And you'll remember that sometimes you were late to class. Sometimes you didn't walk on the right up the stairs. Sometimes you might even have been mean to each other. And I know that we've learned from those experiences. Some of that learning has been helped by our outgoing student leaders. And we're grateful to each one of them and to you parents for reinforcing the message at home that we here in school try to impart every single day. As a leader, you do need to do the right thing. You need to set a good example. You need to stand up for others on occasion. You might see an upset student. You'll need to speak to that upset student, find out what's wrong, and make sure that they get the assistance or support that they require. Leadership is action, not position. I have two quotations to finish with before I hand over to the next part of the assembly. The first quotation is from Donald McGowan, and he said, "Leadership is action, not position." And you know what that means. It's what you do, not just wearing a badge. And the second one, which I think I like even more, is John C. Maxwell. And he describes a leader as someone who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. As the Bible reading we just heard expounded, a leader is someone who serves the community. We wish you well in this new role, and we know you will do a splendid job, just like our outgoing Year 11s. Thank you to each one of you for taking on this responsibility, and we, staff, are here to assist, to support, to guide, in the same way that each and every one of you are supporting us and the good work at the school. Thank you once again and welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Henry. In next term, our year 10s embarked on the leadership training program to South Africa. Here to tell us about her South Africa experience, I would like to call on my co-host, Afulusho Ilu.
Good morning, Rangers. My name is Afulusho Ilu. I'm here to share with you my South Africa leadership experience. Leadership to me is learning how to be with people. It's learning about their motivations, their flaws, their strengths, as well as ours, and doing so in an unfamiliar environment while still being surrounded by familiar faces. All the jokes we made, the activities we did, the fights we had, all beautifully brought us together. Getting on a 5-hour plane to South Africa without my parents for the first time, and with about 45 other members of the Grange School, honestly what I can only best describe as a bonding experience. From our flight getting delayed to all the hours we were inclined to spend together at airports, buses, our lodgings, every moment brought me closer to each one of them. It made it easier for me being surrounded by the people I call my home, not the place on the map, but the place in my heart. I formed friendships I never would have expected, and I learned a massive amount of listening skills. I learned to share, I learned to listen, I learned to understand. One experience that immediately jumps to mind is watching people tumbling over when we went ice skating. It was seeing even the most confident of my classmates struggle to balance on the ice. It was symbolic in some sense. My dad often says you cannot improve if you do not come out of your comfort zone. Improvement is uncomfortable, but yet I'm grateful that the little discomfort we had was in a safe, secure environment. And while we may not have had all the comforts of home, at no time did we ever feel like we were in any serious peril, and for that we are grateful. I would also like to go back to climbing Table Mountain, especially. Something that some of my peers did on an empty stomach. The Muslims were fasting during this time. It showed me resilience. This experience also taught me that a true leader is vulnerable. I learned this at ALA when we were told to discuss an issue of importance to us, spending hours in that boardroom trying to figure out what it was. I want to thank all my wonderful teachers for keeping us together and making the circle complete and more memorable. My relationships with all of you have changed for the better. to the counselors, Mr. Wandile, Mr. Blackie, Ms. Pumzi, especially Mr. Jacob, that met and guided us during this experience. No matter where you are, always remember that you have single-handedly contributed to all our lives positively, and for that, we will never forget you. I thank the ever-growing culture of Grange School for providing experiences like these that will remain with us for life. And last but not least, I would like to urge and encourage the Year 9s to go on this trip. It will change you for the better, the same way it changed us. Thank you.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is the reason why we're gathered here, the induction of students leaders. I'd like to call on the head of year 10, Mrs. Online.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'll be standing in for Mrs. Tebe, who is unavoidably absent. So the moment you've been waiting for is finally here. I'll be presenting to us the next set of leaders for the 2023-2024 academic session. Getting the leaders in grade school or being in leadership role in grade school is a very big thing. All our students, when we get to year 10, they desire to be one of the prefects, but we all know that not everyone will finally be the prefects. So we are not part of the 23 students that will be called out this morning, but you tried, you applied, but you were not able to get there. Please do not feel bad. You still have a lot of opportunities. We've had cases of students that were actually not prefects at all while in grade school, but they went to other schools and they had the opportunity. So please keep doing the right thing, and one day those desires will fulfill. We also know that at times we desire certain things, but that's not the way God wants it for us. So please be encouraged. So to get this set of 23 students that I'm going to call out this morning, the committee went through a lot. It's a vigorous exercise, starting from the academic performance, behavior, the South Africa reports was also used, teachers' voice, interviews. They went through a lot of questioning, interviews, and all that. It took us a long time to think, in fact, including prayers, to be able to finally pick this set of students. So I'll be calling them out this morning, and we've been told already, Mr. Ivy mentioned that it's a responsibility. We would like to see a set of students that will be hardworking and would carry out their roles till the end. We have cases of students that will be very strong, they will be up and doing the first few months, and afterwards, you'll be struggling to see them at their duty post. They'll be struggling to do what which is what is expected of them. So we encourage you today to remember that you're there to serve. You are not just carrying a title, you are meant to serve the community, you are meant to make impact. And we pray the Lord will help you as you do this by His grace. So I'll start by calling out the names and the position. Oluwatiyemi, duty prefect. This time with this, we'd like to give them a handshake. So we have our head boy and outgoing head girl helping with the badges. And we also have our lead mentor girl, Oluwadara. Farhan is our outgoing head boy. And we have our outgoing head girl, Ashley. Thank you, ma'am. All right. Khadija Mohammed, ceremonial prefect. mentor. Akareka Ayogo. Assembly prefect has dual role. Assembly prefect and Niger House prefect. Ayomide Balejo, Benin House prefect. Moses Senomo Gabriel also has dual role, social prefect and sports prefect. Demilade Ajayi, mentor. Asmau Musabala, head duty prefect. Yasmin Suleiman, health and safety prefect. Daniel Oyedemo, library prefect. Anoshi Abu, duty prefect. Dear Kola Raimi, duty prefect. Farida Alassa, Donga House prefect. Chidera Saint Nwafo, duty prefect. Oyoluwa Adu, Ogun House prefect. Durotimi Babatunde, sports prefect role. Aize Loje Alakume, academic prefect. Our SLC president is Chiamanda Esomeda. Deputy Head Girl, Toluwala Share. Deputy Head Boy, Ononafe David Okoroso. In 2023-2024 academic session, we only have one league mentor, and our league mentor is Olama Akanyo. Our head prefect girl for 2023-2024 academic session is Kukayo. And our head prefect boy, 2023-2024 academic session is Faik. Congratulations to all. I'll be leaving them to take it home. I'll be taking it home right now. As I will do that again, please. As I congratulations. A round of applause for them.
leadership comes with responsibility after all. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite the orchestra for their musical interlude. Thank you.
While the orchestra is getting ready for the presentation, chorus on we, David will be playing a few in B flat by Bach for us. Thank you. Please, a round of applause for you. I'd like to invite David and Tolu Alashe to join the orchestra while we play the conference on we. Let's do that. A round of applause for them.
Thank you, Mr. Mutale and the orchestra. And now we'll take the inducted prefect's response. I'd like to call on the head boy, Tijani Pai.
Good morning, Board of Directors, Governing Council, school management, esteemed teachers, non-academic staff, parents, friends, all brave students, my grandma there, my dad, my auntie, and my mom who should be watching online at home. Hi, Mom. First, I would like to thank Almighty God for giving me this opportunity to be named as head boy for the year 2023-2024. It's a real honor and privilege which I do not take for granted. For those who may not know me, my name is Faik Tijani and I have always wanted to be the head boy of our esteemed school. I'm very grateful for this day that has come to pass through my dedication to the ethos of Green School, which is continuous improvement. I stand here not just to lead you, but to never give you up and to never let you down, and to work with each and every one of you to the best of my ability in order to achieve academic success, co-curricular triumph, and personal objectives towards the accomplishment of the mission and vision of our school. I would like to say congratulations to everyone sitting on the white chairs. Similarly, I would like to stretch out my hand of fellowship to everyone who may not have made the prefectship list, as well as those who may not have received the roles they want. Despite this upset, I just want you all to know that you are very special in your own way. And I promise that myself and our team, we will draw out on everyone's strength to ensure that we have an amazing academic session. I may not be perfect, and I might not always get things right, but I promise I will do everything in my power to take our school from even greater to greater heights. For the boys who may wish to aspire into this role, it is achievable, but do not forget to cut your hair, and do not forget to follow the rules and regulations of this school. I would like to express some of my memories. I remember my wonderful head of year, Mrs. Olaiwale, Mrs. Adefeso, and Mrs. Intender, all ensuring that I always cut my hair, and my parents breathing down my neck all the time to make sure I followed the school rules. I guess it was all worth it, right? As I round up, I would like to say thank you to all my friends, all the boys sitting back there, and all the girls. I would like to thank the outgoing student leaders such as Farhan, Ashley, Dara, Moronake, and Chukudi, who have supported me in this pursuit for my role. My former tutor, Mr. Ocherike, and all teachers such as Mrs. Farajui, Mr. Adewale, Mrs. Shotunde, Mrs. Aderinto, Mr. Fomiri, Mrs. Udumwa, and Mrs. Arojo. There are many more to go. My wonderful parents who have always motivated me to be a great leader, encouraging me to explore and always go for things that I desire. And Ms. Griffiths, who should be in the primary school office, who gave me the nickname her right-hand man during the concluded London trip. If not for the constraints of time and space, I would have loved to acknowledge and mention all our management staff, teachers and non-academic staff who individually played a significant role in my academic pursuits from reception to me. To all of you, I say thank you. We are all special in our every way, and we have to bring that shining star out of them. Lastly, my little brother asked me yesterday, "Fine, what are you going to do if you don't become head boy?" Well, Fazil, I hope he's watching this. I can finally say, I guess we'll never know. Thank you all teachers who have considered me as worthy for this role. And thank you, may God bless Green School in particular, and the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Faik. Shall we rise as we take this school song? We will now take the memorial hymn to God be the glory. Thank you very much. Students, you will take your seats as our visitors speak. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Students, remain seated, please.